Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing on YouTube these days? I'm doing as good as can be expected. I just want to give you a little update on my wife and the situation around here. She's not coming home for Thanksgiving, sadly to say. The main reason why is because of the situation with our ramp out there. It is too steep and too hazardous for her. So something has to be done about that, and I'm not sure yet. I physically can't do anything like that like I used to, but it's going to be, well, they're checking into things and see what can be done. It's an issue of getting her safely out of the house in an emergency, and also to get her down the ramp and into a vehicle like a lift chair vehicle and so forth. However, there is a hill that we have to deal with, and physically I can't push her up or let her down the hill safely in order to have her picked up to have to go anywhere. In the past, I would just drive up to the back. She'd walk down the ramp that I do have out there, and there was no problem. But now it's an effort. She's doing good walking the hallway. I walk her every day when I go up there. I have the wheelchair behind her, and she uses the walker, and she goes 50 or 75 feet, which is longer than the distance inside the house here, so she can get around that way. However, a steep ramp is out of the question, and it's not just a matter of the steep ramp, but it's also the issue at the end of the ramp where it has to meet the vehicle that's going to pick her up. So they're working on that, and we don't know what's going to happen. So as it is now, we are not going to have a home for Thanksgiving. We don't know about Christmas. She's got a lot of Christmas gifts that keep coming in, and they're just piling up in shopping bags because she shops all summer online. And it's overwhelming, and the good point is she'll have a Thanksgiving dinner there, and Tommy and I can buy a Thanksgiving dinner for $8 each, which is a good deal, and we can have Thanksgiving dinner with her over there. Now there's going to come a time that if she's there past Christmas, there's going to be a time I'm not going to be able to make it because I don't drive in snow. It's too dangerous. I don't need to get into an accident. So basically I just don't drive in it, and she understands that. It's not easy. So that's what the situation is now. All my time is being taken out because I leave here and I go up there and spend several hours and then come back, bring her the stuff she needs and so forth. And she's down in the dumps and she wants to come home, and this is the way it is. So, as it stands now, we have no idea because the biggest issue now is making sure she can get in and out of the house safely in the event of an emergency, whatever the emergency might be. She has to be able to get out of the house or evacuate in an emergency because as it stands now, when she falls, when she was going in the hospital all these times the last several years, the EMTs would pick her up and take her by the ambulance up to the hospital, and she'd spend several days there, and then she would come home, and usually she would get transported back by ambulance, which is not free. So there's a big big thing here going on. So we're trying the best I can. I'm doing my best, and I'm not making videos really because I'm really down in the dumps, to be honest with you, and I can't say it any other way. So it's just the way it is. If it was just a matter of having a longer ramp, that could be done, but not physically by me anymore. I can do little things. I can still do carpentry work, but the heavy things and stuff like that, it would take me a lot longer. We're into winter now. If I have to scrape my windows in the morning, except for this morning was raining, winter is here as far as I'm concerned. So, it's not just a matter of the ramp. It's a matter of at the end of the ramp where she has to be picked up by the handicapped vehicle because she's in a wheelchair. And the ramp cannot be very steep because I would not be able to hold her back going down. My knees are shot. It takes a lot of strength in your knees to hold back something. So I have more trouble going downstairs than I do going up. So if a ramp was replaced, in other words, get rid of the stairs that I got on the back deck and have a ramp going all the way out to the end of the trailer, that would be okay, but there's more to it than that. So that's where we're at right now. Because if a ramp is that long, it would be a very slight pitch to it. And at my age and on my bad knees, if I don't have to do stairs, I won't either, because I'm having a hard time doing stairs and so forth, So it's getting harder, and when you get older, that's just the way it is. So I wanted to give you an update on that. I don't want to sound negative, but that's the way it is. So I am hoping she'll be home for Christmas, but they're looking into something that can be done to get access safely in and out of the house. So that's basically what it is right now. That's where we're at right now, and that is the holdup of her coming home. She's walking the best she's going to be able to do. She can walk a short distance with the walker, and then she has to sit down and take a break. So she's at a point where if she keeps up the exercise which she's doing, she's got one of them things that you move your feet. It's a manual one, which is what she's using in the rehab. We got her that, and it also plugs in, so when she's home she can plug it in and use it too. It's just for the feet only. You don't stand on it, you just sit there and use it. So at the rate she's going now, she could probably get around the house and go on the commode and everything, which is what she was doing before. And that's just the way it is right now. So I just wanted to give you an update on it. And so you're not going to see a lot of videos from me. If I do something outside, okay, and things like that. The weather's getting colder, and the last video was the leaves thing, and that's getting a little hard. Even holding that leaf blower in my back, I'm just hunched over all the time, and I'm trying to hold myself upright, and the weight of the leaf blower taxes my back. It's even worse. The camera fell down. That's the end of the video. Take care, everybody.